from my
Mute.
phone.
I know, I did too. I think you just have to hit mute on the keyboard. I love technology. Is it me? I'm on, is that better? No, it's coming through there. Okay, okay. Nobody needs to hear me in echo form. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all very much. Please be seated. Yes, I saw that. I actually see him.
That's for the regular meeting.
That's for regular
okay,
meeting.
the regular
Yeah.
meeting.
You know, I don't mind breaking from tradition because, ladies and gentlemen, we can always use some prayer. So at this time, I'll once again call up Reverend Steele, correct? I'll ask once again if you would please rise. Reverend Steele, the floor is yours.
Almighty God, our Heavenly Father, send down on those who hold public office, especially those elected representatives of the borough of Sayreville, the spirit of wisdom, charity, and justice, that with steadfast purpose they may faithfully serve in their offices to promote the well-being of all people, through Jesus Christ our Lord.
Amen. Thank you. Statement of publication, please, Jessica.
This agenda session meeting being held on January 3rd, 2023 has been advertised and posted in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975.
Roll call, please.
Councilpersons Balca,
Here.
Conti.
Here.
June 4.
Here.
Novak.
Yeah.
Noha.
Here.
Roberts.
Okay, at this time, I am going to ask that we break from the agenda slightly, only in order to make sure that we have an attorney presiding over all business portions of our meeting. So before we move into adopting our meeting schedule, I'm going to make an appointment for the borough attorney for the year of 2023. And that appointment will be made to the Cleary, Jacoby, and Alfieri Jacobs LLC. I apologize if I got that third name a little off. Is there a second, or is there a motion and a second?
I make a motion to,
Okay, wow, thank you. And a second? Second, okay, so Mary has that motion and Councilman Noha the second. Roll call, please.
Novak.
yes.
Balca.
Yes.
Conti.
No.
June 4.
Yes.
Anoha.
Yes.
Roberts.
Okay, I got it. I understand. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, in order to continue with our meeting, I'll ask then that our attorney please take the dais so we can move forward with the remainder of our business. You have the seat to my left. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I was looking at the X, I could find it, couldn't get it. Thank you. Donna, I need you right next.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to make sure that the residents and more importantly, our council is introduced to our new borough attorney. Would you just like to
Yes. and
tell them a
just
little about yourself?
Mayor and everybody and members.
Just, yep,
Mayor and members of the council and members of the community, I just want to say it's a pleasure to be appointed. I look forward to a successful year. And I look forward to working with everybody up here. And please, I'm going to give you before I leave my card with my cell phone, my office number. And please, I'm available at your convenience. Thank you very much, Mayor, and thank everybody for the appointment.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to this year working with you, as I'm sure the rest of the council is as well. We are now going to move forward with the remainder of our meeting. That brings us to the meeting schedule. Jessica, did you have anything to add on that?
No.
Wonderful. If there aren't any questions from the governing body in reference to the agenda that was sent out with our meeting dates, I'll entertain a motion to adopt our meeting schedule.
Second.
Is there, thank you very much. Roll call, please.
Councilpersons Roberts. Balca.
Yes.
Conti.
Yes.
June 4. Novak.
Yes.
Noha.
Yes.
Okay, moving forward then at the designation of the official newspaper being this year, once again, the Home News Tribune. Do I have a motion?
Let's make the motion.
To
Designate the official newspapers, the Home News Tribune.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Councilpersons Roberts,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Novak,
Yes.
Enoha.
Yes.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I will entertain a motion to appoint the council president for the 2023 year.
I make a motion for Donna Roberts.
I make a motion for Pastor Christian Onoha.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we have a motion on the table. I believe I'll turn to our attorney. I believe the first motion, though, needs to have a.
Yeah, if we, the first motion that was offered, if we could see if there's a second for that, and
I'll second that.
then we would need a roll call vote.
Give me 1 second.
No problem. Okay, are you ready, Jess?
Councilpersons Novak,
Yes.
Balca,
No.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
No.
Enoha.
No.
Roberts,
Yes. Thank you, Mary. I'm honored.
3-3.
It's a 3-3.
Yeah, so under the ordinance where there is a tie for the position of council president, it falls to the mayor to break the tie by a direct appointment from the mayor for the council president.
So that direct appointment will be for me, Councilman Anoha. That does not require then any roll call vote, or does it? Okay, so then the appointment, I will need a motion and a second on that as well. Or
It's a
no?
direct appointment by the mayor under the ordinance 2-5. It's a direct appointment, mayor.
Okay, thank you very much. Roll call, please. Oh, is that what you said? No roll? I'm telling you, it's the right ear that was stuffed, and now the left ear, or I'm just tired. With that, congratulations, Councilman Anoha, in your position. I know you do a great job.
Grateful. Thank you for your nomination, Mayor, and want to thank the borough as well. I'm looking forward to serving in that capacity. If you don't mind, I'd like to, take a moment to also, nominate for standing committees for this year, if possible.
Please go.
Regarding the, 6 committees, should I start off by just the number 1 for each? Or
Oh, yeah, you can actually follow the agenda that Jess has right there.
Fantastic. So for admitted finance, we'd like to nominate Dan Balca, or Councilman Balca, in the number 1 liaison position, and Councilman Anoha, myself, as the second chair, and Councilwoman Novak as the third chair for admitted finance.
Continue.
For planning and zoning, we would like to nominate Councilman Anoha as the first chair, and Councilwoman Roberts as the second chair as liaison, and Councilman Conti as the third. For public safety, we'd like to nominate Councilwoman Jumfor as the first liaison, Councilman Conti as the second on public safety, and Councilman Anoha as the third. For public works, we'd like to nominate Councilman Conti as the first chair liaison, Councilman Balca as the second, Councilwoman Jumfor as the third. For recreation, I'd like to nominate
June 4.
for recreation, we'd like to nominate Councilwoman Novak as the first liaison to that committee. Councilwoman Jumfor as the second, and Councilwoman Roberts as the third. Water and sewer / environmental, I'd like to nominate Councilwoman Roberts as the first chair, Councilwoman Novak as the second, and Councilman Balca as the third.
Is there a motion to accept the standing committees as listed?
Make a motion to accept the standing committee.
I'll second.
And there's a second. Roll call, please, just when you're done.
Councilpersons June 4,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
So I'm not, I don't dislike it all, but I can't break it apart, I guess, at this point, so I'm a no on those.
I mean, I'm willing to listen to what you have to say.
Can you Is that the time for that?
I think at this
Mayor.
time you have to roll through what was presented. I don't think you can make that change with
Well, no,
those
once,
motions.
According to the rules of order, there's a motion, a second, and that's when the discussion.
Discussion happens.
Before the roll call in this hall, according to the rules of order.
We started the roll call already, so I make,
Guess that's a no.
Oh,
The
I'm in.
discussion still should be allowed.
I'll defer to the attorney.
Yeah, Mayor, I don't think it would be inappropriate to have a discussion. There is a motion on the table, and if Mr. Conti wanted to make some comments, I think that's appropriate.
So I like most of it. Smart choice with Dan, of course. And I mean, I know Donna did a nice job with water. We got a lot going on with water, so smart decision there. I would rather flip-flop a few. If I had my way, I'd flip-flop myself and Eunice for public safety. I've got a better relationship with those, with public safety than she does, by their own admission. So I'd rather be the lead there.
By whose admission? I'm sorry.
By their admission,
The chief of police?
police, fire,
Oh, okay.
you could certainly solicit opinions from them. I'm certain that they would say that as well. So I'd rather flip-flop there. Public Works, I'd rather get Mary back into Public Works. And actually, with her spirit and her drive, I'd love to see Councilwoman June Ford in rec and see what she could do to pep up our town. So those are the few things that I disagree with.
I'm glad that at least for the most part, we're in agreement, though.
Right. Yeah, half. So,
So shall we continue discussion before we continue the vote?
I guess when it's your turn to vote, right?
Yeah, does he have to vote on that now after?
You have to vote now.
No, I mean, he's.
He said no.
He said, he already voted.
Okay.
Novak,
A lot of what he said, I knew Dan, I've been on finance for quite a while. I'm That I'm still on, I'm still on there, it's great, but, I'm sorry. Donna? you
Oh, you're
should
not next to you now. Can't help.
And, everybody knows my love for Public Works, because Vince did want to go back to public safety. He was asked by several organizations, and he wanted to do it. I said I would go back to Public Works, my first love. But if this passes the way it is, I will do my best on recreation.
so is that a yes or a no?
No, I'm going to have to say no. I know it's going to pass, but I'm going to say no because I think we didn't use the best people for the best things.
Anoha,
Yep. And I appreciate the comments so far. I'm glad that we do agree that Councilman Balka will be a great addition for admin and finance from his background. For planning and zoning, I'm looking forward to continuing growth in that area. For public safety, I disagree with Councilman Conti. I think his remarks was accurate, but just switched the personalities in terms of relationship with our public safety officials. I mean, that's just my take on that. He has his perspective. For Public Works, I think that he has unfinished business. So I like to see him really continue and grow in that area. And for recreation, I know that I'm happy to hear that Councilwoman Novak, her first love is Public Works, but I think that she'll be great for recreation. And for water and sewer, I think we admitted that Councilman Roberts, did perform to her capacity in that, and we'd like to see growth in that area from her. So that's my overall take. And I'm going to vote yes.
Roberts,
I would like to see public safety go to Vince Conti, Public Works go to Councilwoman Novak, and recreation back to Jane Ford. So I'm a no.
3-3, and I don't. Still on committees? Okay,
All right, so at this time, I'm going to vote yes in favor of the standing committees as presented by Council President Anoha.
Can I ask a question though? Because in the rules of order, when when it talked about appointments for committees, it talked about council and council agreeing, but it did not talk about a tie. And what happens in the case of a tie?
Yeah, so I can comment on that. And it's really the spirit of the statute, which is the statute which controls the borough form of government. Firstly,
You're it.
hold on, I'm going to tell you exactly what it says. And I've researched this. And under the borough form of government. So under NJSA 40A:60-1 at sec, which is the statute governing the borough form of government, says that the mayor presides over the council, votes only to break ties. And in this particular situation, it's my legal opinion that the mayor is within her authority to cast a vote, which would break a tie in cases where the committee assignments are concerned.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to move on with the remainder of our agenda at this point, which is the remaining professionals for the year of 2023. In the past, we've gone through these a couple of different ways. I was hoping that we would be able to just, I'll provide the list of all the appointments, and then at the voting time, we can turn around and take an all in favor, if that is amenable with everybody. Or if you want, we can go line by line and we can vote on each one. It's a matter of just time.
My personal opinion is, for the officials, it should be line by line.
That's fine.
But all of the other stuff, you know,
Yeah, that's
just
fine.
list them all off.
That's fine. I have no objection to that. So we can go line by line for each professional. Okay, obviously, we've already done the borough attorney, so I'm going to move into using our yellow papers here, our yellow highlighted papers. I'm going to follow that line. So for the one-year term of borough engineer, I'm going to appoint the firm CME.
I move that the mayor's appointment be approved on roll call vote.
Roll call, please.
Councilpersons Novak,
Yes.
Balka,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts,
Okay, moving forward then, we're going to go to Labor Council. For Labor Council, I'm going to appoint for the year 2023 for 1 year. The Rothstein, Mandel, Strom, Halm, and Cipriano.
Move that the mayor's appointment be approved on roll call vote.
Is there a second? Roll call, please.
Councilpersons Novak,
Yes.
Balka,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move for the 1-year term of auditor. We are moving to Suppley, Clooney and Company. Is there a motion?
Move that the mayor's appointment be approved on roll call vote.
Is there a second? Roll call, please.
Councilpersons Novak,
Yes.
Balka,
Yes.
Conti,
What was that one?
Suppley, Clooney and Company. It's the only other RFP that was submitted.
I just didn't hear it. I'm very.
I'm sorry, I was trying to whisper.
Yes.
Okay, ladies and
June
gentlemen.
4.
Oh, I'm sorry. Vince, I was giving you the last, the first name order.
June 4,
Yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts,
Okay, bond counsel for 1 year is going to remain McCarter and English.
Move the mayor's appointment be approved on roll call vote.
Second.
Novak,
Yes.
Balka,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts,
Okay, the 1-year financial advisor term is going to go to Phoenix Advisors. Or I appoint Phoenix Advisors. We'll see if it goes to them. Is there a motion?
I make a motion of the mayor's appointment, Phoenix Advisor.
Is there a second? Roll call, please.
June 4,
Yes.
Balka,
Yes.
Conti,
This one's Phoenix Advisors?
Yeah.
Yes.
Novak,
No, we have had Phoenix advisors in the past and we were unhappy with them. That's why we switched before. So I will be a no.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts,
For the 1-year accounting services, PKF O'Connor Davies.
I move the mayor's appointment be approved on roll call vote.
Novak,
Yes.
Balka,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Manoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
Moving for the one-year municipal prosecutor's term, I'm going to actually call for a new RFP. Besides Mr. Womack, the only other person I believe that put in is now sitting next to me as far as their firm goes. And I don't believe that that is appropriate or potentially not even legal. So I would like a motion in order to call for new RFPs in reference to municipal plan prosecutor.
I make a motion for a new RFP to go out for a new prosecutor.
Is there a second?
With what parameters?
Same parameters that we had. I mean, the public defender is still going to go out for the same
I
RFP.
know the original parameters were December 16th. Are we going 4 weeks?
Length of time, is that what you're?
Oh, length of time, let's see, last time it was 4 weeks. Jessica, 6 weeks. Jessica, I'm going to ask you, and I'll actually defer over to our business administrator with getting those over. I'm fine with a 4-week turnover. If necessary, we have to do 20 days, right? Okay. So if that's amenable to everybody, I'm okay with that 4-week term, and just to expedite that process, I'll look over to the attorney.
Well,
Most of,
Yeah, my only concern, Mayor, is, and I don't have any experience with your court. Is there any court sessions that are scheduled? Would you keep the current as a holdover?
if we could keep them as a holdover, I think that would be most beneficial. And perhaps I had assumed that that would go that way until we turned around and appointed somebody new. So I would expect that we would move forward with a holdover for Womack until we found and got those RFPs in. Okay, so with that, if I need to, if the motion needs to be amended in order to specify that Womack would remain in a holdover position and new RFPs would be put out for 4 weeks time period. So we can re-examine those.
Yeah, and Mayor, if I may, I'm certainly not looking for another job, but it is absolutely legally permissible to have the town attorney serve as prosecutor. So if
Okay.
you were in a jam, somebody would be available.
Okay, wonderful. So we're covered then in 2 capacities. So I'll stick then with that intent, which would be to motion for new RFPs to go out with the stipulations that were mentioned, 4 weeks, and keeping Womack in as a holdover. And in the event that we have any issues, then we would have our attorney step in that role. Thank you very much. Do we have to ask for another motion then? Do a motion, can we?
Memorialize.
Yes, can I have a motion to memorialize the details that were just presented?
I really didn't hear it all. Could you repeat it? Because I really didn't hear it. We're kind of facing him, so.
Want me to do it?
I wasn't-
Yes, would you please? Thank you.
What the mayor described was that she wanted to do a new RFP. Because, so the only other caveat would be that she wants the incumbent, the current prosecutor, to serve in a carryover capacity until the new position is filled.
Okay, thank you.
And what if we don't get any of the RFPs in 4 weeks?
We'll have to make a decision.
You'd have to either do a new RFP, keep the incumbent, do a new resolution to keep the incumbent. And as I said, it's not common, but the town attorney, under the law, is permitted to serve as municipal prosecutor. Those are some of your options.
Okay. So we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
And who made that motion?
Who made the motion?
Okay, thank you. Oh, all right, roll call, please.
Manoha,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Novak.
I'm going to say no, only because I have no problem with going for another IFP, but these 2 positions, the salary, it is a salaried position, and the salary is not that much, and that's why we have so few. And I think this will just be futile. I don't think we're going to get a big run on this because we don't pay enough, but just my opinion. No, I'm voting no, only because I have no problem with an RFP. I said, but in these particular circumstances, I've been sitting up here 18 years. They don't pay a lot. A lot of people don't go out for it. So all I'm saying is we're just, kicking the can down the road because people just don't want to work for that salary.
Roberts.
For that same reason, no.
Okay, moving on to public defender. I will be once again calling for a new RFP. We only had 1 person put in for that, I believe. So, and the same stipulation with a 4-week time on that.
Motion. Second.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Manoha, Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
No.
June 4,
Yes.
Novak,
No.
Roberts. 3-3.
3-3. So obviously I'm a yes to call for RFPs. With that, we're going to move to the one-year special counsel.
Put in there the presiding judge. It's not on your list.
Oh, yes. So I'll make a motion for the presiding judge for the year to be Judge Weber.
I move the,
For a 3-year term, that is correct.
move the mayor's appointment be approved on roll call vote.
Novak,
Yes.
Valka,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
Okay, moving forward with the one-year special counsel tax matters, appointing the firm Rothstein, Mandel, Stroman, Home, and Cipriani.
Second. Your second.
Roll call, please.
Councilperson Zanoha, Valka,
Yes.
Conti,
Which one did we,
Tax Council, Rothstein, Mandel, Strom, Helm, and Cipriani.
5 from the bottom.
Yep.
Labor, I think we should spread the wealth.
we've already got them for labor, right?
Correct.
How many to choose from? I'll be a no. I'll be a no.
No. June 4,
Please give me a moment.
I mean, so many.
Yeah.
We want RFPs. We have 10 of them.
We'll pick the same.
Pick the same one.
Done. Oh, there it is. My list.
I think, is there a conflict of interest as legal counsel?
No.
Yes.
Novak,
No, again, like I said, we have a lot of attorneys that are out there wanting this, and I think we should spread the wealth.
Roberts,
No.
3-3. Okay, so my appointment will stand Rothstein, Mandel, Strom, Hom, and Cipriano.
So just for the record, it is highly contradictory to your position on this, Mayor, that you're seeking additional, and I just want it for the record, it doesn't matter, but you want additional RFPs when we only have 1 or 2. Yet we've got 10 in this one, and you're going to put the same attorney in 2 different spots. Just seems odd.
So I appreciate your comments. I'm just curious then, last year, I believe that you put forward multiple times for several of the same attorneys to go into the same positions. Nolan serves on multiple, as I see, and there's been duplications. But I understand your concern, but I'm comfortable with that appointment.
Want to make sure it's for the record, that's all.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving on, we're going to go to Special Counsel ABC Matters, and for that appointment, I will make Savo Schalk. Savo Schalk.
That's what we want.
Okay,
Second.
Right here.
Mary, you seconded that?
Yes.
Okay. Anoha,
Yes.
Valka,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Novak,
Yes.
Roberts.
okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move forward then to the one-year Special Counsel for Rent Leveling. And for that appointment, I will be making the appointment for James P. Nolan and Associates. Is there a
Make
motion?
a motion that the mayor's appointment be approved on roll call vote.
Second.
Okay,
Novak,
Yes.
Valka,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am not going to be making, well, I'm going to move on. 1-year litigation counsel. My appointment would be to King, Moch and Collins LLP.
Make a motion that the mayor's appointment be approved on roll call vote. I'm sorry, did you hear me?
That was litigation.
Yes.
That's for litigation counsel. That is
King.
King, Mochin, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, and Collins. Moen, well,
And there was a second.
was there a second? Thank you very much.
Novak,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice that I did skip on the agenda, the special counsel other matters. I do believe that at this point, we do have several attorneys. They all are operating. We also have a litigation attorney. And I believe that the redundancy of just having attorneys on call, really, quite frankly, I hate to be this blunt, but what I feel is very often just political bankroll. So I don't feel that we need to hold that special counsel for other matters. In the event other matters do come up where we need to bring in a specialist, which we don't currently have on our boards or something, we can turn around and either call for RFP or move towards our borough attorney to give us guidance on that. So I will not be appointing that because I don't feel that it's a necessary position within the borough.
Can I have a legal opinion? Can we just leave a position open without doing some sort of ordinance or motion or something to eliminate the position?
Yeah, because the municipal code does not require that you appoint that council. And as you know, during the course of the year, you certainly could relook at that.
Yeah, if my recollection serves me, we did not have a special counsel other matters when I took office a number of years back, and it only recently, I think, came onto our agenda.
No, it's been on. It
all
was-
that
they were
time?
Primarily an attorney that really didn't have anything else in the borough in case there was a
Yeah.
conflict. So it was only used if all of our other attorneys had some kind of conflict, which conflict
All right.
arises all the time.
I think we're okay. So if we need something else, we can turn around and have that later. Occupational health services, I will move forward Hackensack Meridian. Is there a motion?
Make a motion.
It's always nice to have a motion and a second there. You can split them up as needed. Roll call, please.
Anoha,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Novak,
Yes.
Roberts.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll move forward then with our municipal planner. I'll be nominating Hire Gruel and Associates.
Make a motion that the mayor's appointment be approved on roll call vote.
Novak,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
And now moving forward, I'm going to, for the 1-year term of special counsel COA matters.
This is,
Without hesitation, Jeff Serenian Associates LLC.
I make the mayor's appointment approved on
Oh,
roll
I'm
call
sorry,
vote.
we have to,
Serenian Edwards and Nolan LLC now.
thank you for that correction. I see that. I just ran through with that. Can we just put that on the record again and I'll state it? Serenian, Edwards and Nolan LLC.
I make a motion to approve the mayor's appointment on roll call vote.
Second.
Wow, that was, can we get a roll call on
Novak.
that?
Yes.
Balca,
There was no
Yes.
question about that.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
Yes.
A testament to Jeff and his firm's work. Once again, when it comes to the special counsel, and this one's listed as water matters at this point, I'm comfortable with the counsel that we already have. And in the event that we have a situation where we need special counsel for water matters, we can turn around and hire as needed, or we can use some of the very capable attorneys that we do have with us. I'd also like to confer a little bit more as well with Dave Leitner in reference to that. So I will not be making that appointment because I don't feel that's a necessary area of special counsel right now. I also feel the same in reference to our borough architect. We currently have CME as our engineer. I know that we put this architect in place when we were working with some pretty heavy projects, including the library expansion and some of the work in the police department. But at this time, I don't feel the need to turn around and have the architect of US Architects named. And part of that reason is because I've had quite a number of individuals concerned about some of the way that we've the US Architects had recommended some of their designs and some of the expansions. I think Mr. Balka, you've probably heard the same. So if there is a need for us to turn around and have an architect, if the council feels that way, I would then recommend that we go out for additional RFPs on that.
Why
Moving.
don't we, I mean, why don't we just seek new RFPs anyway?
I'm not necessarily a fan of having a in-house architect, because I think it might depend on some of the work that we're doing. We didn't have one for a very long time. That one I know for a fact was only more recent. Jay, when did we bring in US Architects?
Architect.
Yes, before.
So we've had an architect.
We had an architect, but in this case, we didn't have that. I don't have a problem going out for RFPs on that, but I still feel like we have the very capable hands of CME. I know that we now have also the CME has now merged with another company as well, which I believe brought on additional specialists, which could quite possibly be of assistance to us as well. And if we need to hire an architect for a special project, then we can turn around and do that.
May I ask CME a question?
Oh, sure.
Is there anything currently that USA is working on, or are they done with their current projects? I wouldn't want to. Jay, do you know? I'm sorry.
We actually haven't been working with the architects. It's been done through your department head, so I can't really speak to that.
Okay. So how is that handled? If we he would just be held over to finish up the work he started?
Hold over to finish up the work that he started. That would be, I would be amenable to that. And I'm certain that, I don't know of any projects that we are currently working on with US Architects. I could turn around and check in maybe with Dave.
Firehouses? They were working on the firehouse?
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So what we can do is I have no problem with taking a look at what they are currently working on. And if necessary, we can keep them in that holdover positions, finish out that project. And then if need be, we can go out for RFP later. Is that something that seems most sensible?
You could do that, Mayor, and you could also choose to appoint him at the next meeting.
Okay, how about we do that? Let's turn around. We'll reach out. Can I ask you, Business Administrator, first day, congratulations also. Happy New Year. Reach out to our department heads, see if we have any projects that are currently undergoing review or work with US Architects. If there are, then we can turn around and address that at our next meeting. If they are not, then we can turn around and address whether we want to move forward with RFP or just leave the architectural work right now in the capable hands of CME.
Can
And-
I ask one more thing? Can we please take a vote to eliminate these positions at this time? Because technically, after 30 days, it becomes a council appointment. Well, I would like to take a vote to eliminate them to avoid having that problem in 30 days.
Your recommendation on that, Council?
Mayor, I don't think matters a whole lot because you could always decide down the road to rebid those particular appointments. I should
But
say
if we
classifications.
leave them there unfilled, it becomes a council appointment in 30 days.
So if you want to take a vote to eliminate them, you
That's what
certainly
I'm
could do.
just saying, I don't want to have a problem with, in 30 days, the council saying, well, I'm appointing an architect. When the mayor and the council obviously agree right now that it's not necessary. So let's just take a vote to remove it. Anything that the mayor doesn't want to fill, let's just remove so we don't have the problem in 30 days.
Makes sense.
You could do that.
I mean,
I'll put
sure,
it in the form of a motion.
put it in the form of a motion. We'll see what we
And
got.
I think there's two, I'm sorry, there's three. Can you, Jess, could you repeat what they are?
Special counsel, other matters, special counsel, water matters, and architect. Who has a question?
I have a question. Okay, I understand what Councilman Novak is saying. I get what you're saying, but I understand that the mayor doesn't want to touch on it because we're still going on with what we have currently, pending when we have any issues. But why will we eliminate it altogether?
Well, because in 30 days, it would be up to the council to fill the position. It would no longer be a mayoral appointment, and I don't want to have a problem in 30 days. We can always make a motion to put it back in, but we eliminate that problem of the council saying, well, we're making a motion to do this.
Let me ask this question. Can I ask council this question? If we eliminate the position and then the council decides that they want to turn around and add that position back into the borough, does it become a mayor's appointment anyway? Or does it? It does. Okay. So then what I would turn around and do is I do appreciate Mary's comments in reference to that. because quite frankly, it gives me
Your
an
30 days is
opportunity.
starting.
My 30 days would not terminate. So I'm fine with that. I'm actually fine with that. So if you put that in the form of a motion and it's seconded, then we'll do a roll call.
I still have a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, Councilwoman June
So
for.
what's going to happen to the existing professionals that we have?
Let,
Eliminate this whole process.
well, the special counsel, we currently don't have anybody working on any other matters through that particular group.
And I don't believe
And we don't,
CODIS had any jobs last year, so
No.
there's nothing really open there with that.
absolutely, we didn't
And we
defer
already
anything. Of-
Said US Architects will just finish what they're currently working on.
Exactly. So,
No.
no, that does not have anything to do with them. Thank you. That's a good question. The community center, no, that was dead in the water for whatever reason, something that I consider were political purposes, but not for any, it was done.
Any jobs at hand at all?
When it comes to the architect,
Yeah,
that's what we're going, for the architect, I don't recommend that we eliminate that position yet because we are going to have our business administrator make certain
Well,
that.
again, I think he is still working on the firehouses.
So what we can turn around and do,
is a project out there.
when it comes to the architect, let's just defer over to our department heads. So that way they remain in that holdover position. But let me confer with council for a second. In reference to the architect, if we eliminate that position, would we have to make a stipulation that the US architects would be in that holdover position because of outstanding jobs? If we eliminate that position, would it have any
And no new
ramification
work.
on that?
Yeah, I mean, if you eliminate it,
No.
then you wouldn't be in a position to reappoint them if they did have jobs. So maybe you want to leave that one alone.
That's what I'm thinking too. So let's leave that alone till the next meeting. And the other two, then, Mary, did you want to make that motion to
Yes,
eliminate?
Eliminate the special counsel. I think it was listed as other matters, conflicts, and and water, special matters water.
Okay. Is there a motion to eliminate those two positions? Oh, and is there a second? Oh, I'm so sorry. It's hard for me to hear on that side. I apologize.
So, sorry, Councilman Novak, you said that we should eliminate the special counsel for water matters? But I thought we liked what they did in previous,
No, I don't believe that the Dakotas firm who had it last year got any jobs. There was
They didn't.
absolutely nothing.
what about previously? It doesn't mean not only just last
That's
year.
another position that we just kind
That
of
was just
added. That
created,
was
yeah.
added recently,
Yep.
Oh, how recent?
maybe 3 years.
Yeah, if that, it
And
might
they never did anything for us within
I
the,
know last year that they didn't do anything, and that's really, anybody with litigation to do that.
Mhm.
okay.
I think we just did it really basically to spread out the
Okay,
attorneys a little.
before we eliminate it, what is their role? Because I don't want a situation when we're stuck in a situation, now we need their help, we don't have them. So
No,
what's
they
their
don't have
major-
any role. It's
what's
just,
Their major role. in
Just
all
to
of this?
clarify,
there is no role.
yeah, and the mayor said we're not making an appointment, so we're not gonna have anybody, our borough attorney will cover for them.
Yep.
So she's already said we're not making an appointment, so we're just cleaning it up.
Yeah, we're just
Let's
cleaning up
eliminate
the
it, because
paperwork.
our borough attorney will fill in if needed.
Yeah, we already voted
Or
not
we can
to
hand it
appoint
to
there and
litigation counsel or
Yeah.
something like that.
so in other words, we have a whole lot of attorneys on staff already. And they didn't have any work and they were only recently added, as Councilwoman Novak stated, to really just spread the wealth, whatever,
Well, and instead of
You know.
just having, putting a lot of different firms really does eliminate a lot of the conflicts. You have the same firm for a lot of things, you might have conflicts. And that's basically why it was done. But it obviously really isn't needed. And if we had an attorney there the entire year and he never had a job, let's just clean it up and get rid of it.
Okay,
Is there a second?
making it clear.
yeah. Is there a second?
Second, I second it.
Thank you very much.
Novak,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Oh, yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just for the record, I'm a language arts teacher, you know that, and think I'm going to call tonight's meeting and this exercise, cleaning it up. Let's move forward. The public agency compliance officer from Dan Frankel to Danielle, and I always mispronounce. Majorano, thank you. I still messed it up, didn't I? I sure did. Is there a motion and a second for the compliance agency? For the compliance, you're okay with that?
I'm good.
Yeah, you sure you don't want it? No,
Less
okay.
responsibility is a plus.
We want to, is there a motion and a second for that, for our compliance officer?
I know when Dan Frankel had it, it was not a salary. Is it still a non-salary position?
I believe it is still a non-salary position, yes. So we're going to give you maybe a year to just get yourself comfortable. So
I appreciate
Is
it.
there a second?
Second.
No, you motioned.
you motioned, I need a second.
Nobody else can make it.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Novak,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4.
Sorry, what was this about?
It's the public agency.
Compliance officer,
And who is it going to? I heard Danny.
It's Danielle.
our purchasing agent. Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
Okay, that takes care, I believe, of all of our professionals. Is that correct, Jess? My paper is now complete because I'm working off of this one. Okay, we're good. That takes care of everybody. When it comes to boards and committees right now, I'm not making appointments. I am except for our planning board because they do have a meeting coming up. So for the class 1 designee, for myself, that will be her, I always say Bloomer, and I don't mean that, the Blemmer.
It's not up.
It says 2022 here. Oh, that's the replacement. I have a different one here. I'm just looking. I have an old one. This is the one that I was working off of. I just want to see
He
if I,
doesn't need to be.
well, you know what? It's the planning board, so I'll contact you tonight if need be in order to make any appointments for that. You just verify that those, that they're gonna,
Rosado,
yes, the,
Christian is Bob Davis, 2 vacancies, Hina Patel, and then another vacancy.
okay. Okay. Yeah, each year I have to turn around, I think, and make my designee at least. But if the, or if the one's concurrent with my term unless I remove.
Unless you want to-
So ladies and gentlemen, that's going to take care of my piece for today in reference to appointment. No, I am not. I will turn around and contact you with any of my planning board appointments if needs be. Let's,
Just the resolutions for consideration.
Sworn in the council people before we did all this stuff.
No, we're counting the swearing in ceremony they'll be sworn in at the next.
Okay.
okay, I'm following the agenda as it stated, so I did not skip any of the swearing ins. Turning that page then,
Resolutions for.
resolutions for consideration.
Then I'll have to prepare the ones that.
So we're open, everybody have those resolutions? Open to the public?
No, because we're not adopting them.
Okay.
It's just to move it to the reorg meeting.
Okay, so I'll need a motion to move our resolutions for consideration into the reorganization meeting to happen shortly after this one.
I'm so moved.
Is there a second? Roll call, please.
Novak,
Yes.
Balca, Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
All except for 2023-8, yes.
We're just moving it right now.
2023.
Okay. All right.
2023. 2023-8. Okay. Any other new business that we have before us for today? Thank you. Public portion, ladies and gentlemen, anybody that has anything for the good of the cause so far and what we covered. I do have one online. I have one in person. I think, take your time, Mr. Duffy, come up to that first pew. I'm going to take the one online first. Okay, so you take your time to come up. Let's take a look. Mr. Robinson, you're in the public portion. State your name and address, please.
Yeah, Mayor, but I didn't raise my hand to speak, but congratulations to everybody who was appointed tonight. No, I didn't raise my hand to speak. Thank you.
That's okay, Jim. I anticipated the hand raise. That's probably what it was.
I
Thank you, Jim. Mr. Duffy, the floor is yours.
Robert Duffy, 111 Merritt Avenue, Sayreville, New Jersey. I have a question for the new attorney. If you extended the 4 weeks for the prosecutor, if you find someone within a week, can we have a special session, or does that have to go 4 weeks?
No, because the public notice that puts different law firms on notice that they have time to respond would have to be across the board. Would have to give everybody out there the same opportunity.
Okay, just, I wanted to know because you have to get rid of them. And I want to thank everybody, wish them a happy new year. And I want to just reiterate that there's a void behind the curtain. And they're fighting to replace that. It's all got to come together. This is your opportunity to take our town back,
Absolutely, Mr. Duffy.
okay? And we need to work together. Not for you, for me. I'm a citizen of this great town. Okay, so don't listen to the people that are trying to fill that seat behind the curtain. We had a tough year, but now it's a new road. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Duffy. I appreciate those comments. Anybody else from the public wish to speak at this time? Seeing nobody else stirring and nobody online, we'll move on with the rest.
I make a motion to close the public portion.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, any need for executive session today? None? Wonderful. And motion
To adjourn.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll Every. Just wait for Councilwoman June Ford to have a seat. Eunice, are you okay? You ready to start? Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to call the meeting to order. To begin, we are going to call up Reverend Steele one more time for the invocation. Reverend Steele? You're getting very comfortable here. Couple days now. Yes.
Almighty God and our Father, we pray for the elected officials of Sayreville. We pray for those about to take their oath of office. We pray for the current serving councilmen and councilwomen, and we pray for the mayor. We pray for all staff and those employees of the town. We ask that you'd empower their calling to serve their neighbor, to love their neighbor as themselves. We pray all these things in the name of Christ. Amen.
Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. You may have a seat. Jessica, statement of publication, please.
This reorganization meeting being held on January 3rd, 2023 has been advertised and posted in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975.
Roll call, please.
Now I gotta receive the statements.
Oh, I apologize.
Please be advised that the statements have been received from the Middlesex County Clerk certifying the election of Councilman Daniel Balca for a 3-year term and Councilwoman Donna Roberts for a 3-year term. Can I have a motion to receive those statements?
So moved.
Okay, do you have that, Jess?
Yep. Councilpersons Novak,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June Ford,
Yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
Okay, at this time, the first mode of business is actually the swearing in of our borough clerk, correct? We want to do that first. All right, so are you going to join us over here in our usual spot? I'll ask the council to push those chairs. It's our usual racket. That's how we do. Glenn, you can stay. I will ask our borough attorney to please come forward so that he can read the oath of office for our clerk.
First of all, it's an honor to be given the privilege to administer the oath of office to this outstanding young lady. And if you would please repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jessica Morales,
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States.
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
And the Constitution of the State of New Jersey.
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
And to the governments established in the United States.
and to the governments established in the United States
And in this state under the authority of the people.
and in this state under the authority of the people,
And that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform all the duties of municipal clerk
and justly perform all the duties of municipal clerk
of the Borough of Sayreville.
of the Borough of Sayreville
According to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Are you gonna? Come on.
We're all going to remain standing as we move forward with our next one. We're going to start with Dan first. Okay. Let our clerk get back into
She goes for the
position.
gauntlet. Did you sign that, Tess?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we have the swearing in of our newest councilman, Mr. Dan Balca. I'll ask him this time for his family to come forward once again. There you go, Dan. Just
Your daughter has to
Your
be in
soul
bed for
today.
sleep, for school
Today.
tomorrow. She needs
Okay.
the script.
Sorry.
I state your name.
I, Daniel Balka,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state under the authority of the people,
and in this state under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly perform
impartially, and justly perform
all the duties of councilman
all the duties of councilman
of the Borough of Saraville
of the Borough of Saraville
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Stand and Happy New Year. Welcome aboard. Okay. Is that the end of the line over there already? We're going to bring up next Councilwoman Roberts and her family.
Hold the Bible.
Right hand up.
I state your name.
I, Donna Roberts,
Do solemnly
do
swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state under the authority of the people,
and in the state under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially, and justly perform
impartially, and justly perform
all the duties of councilwoman
all the duties of councilwoman
of the Borough of Saraville
of the Borough of Saraville
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I believe at this time we can bring back our chairs. So chairs are mounted in place.
Sorry.
It's gotta be. It's not your person.
All right, we're a little out of order. Okay, I believe all of our chairs are back in place. Are we just about ready? Okay, at this time, I will now officially call for the roll call.
Councilpersons Balca,
Here.
Conti.
Here.
June 4,
I'm here.
Novak,
Here.
Anoha.
Here.
Roberts.
Here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as we start the 2023 year here as a governing body together, I'm excited to have a team of individuals up here that are dedicated to serving the borough of Saraville and to our residents. That is really what the service is, making sure that we do right by every single person in here. Some of us may only be up here for a short amount of time, others are up here for a long amount of time, regardless of that extent. The focus always has to be making Saraville stronger, making Saraville better, and progressing the needs and the wants of the town. I'm a proud lifelong resident here, And every single day, I am grateful for the opportunity to sit in this seat. I'm grateful for the opportunity every time that I walk near a store, see my students, to turn around and know that in some way, I'm making a difference in the town. And the individuals seated to my left and to my right, I know have the best intentions of the town. I believe that in my heart. But sometimes, if we as residents, if you as residents see anyone go astray, I want this hall filled. I want this hall filled with people that are going to be the compass to redirect anybody that forgets what exactly service is. We need to work together. Thank you, Mr. Duffy. Those are the truest words anybody could speak. We need to work together. We need to be a team. Because at the end of the day, the only people that lose are the people that are living here every single day. With that, I wish everybody the very best in the coming year. We've made our way through some very difficult times. I look back at my mayoralship, and while it's only been 3 years at this point, having gone through COVID and so many other things, I feel like I have aged at least 21 years. And my hair is beginning to show that as well. So I'm hoping that this year is going to be the year that we really move towards progress, and that we really move towards health and safety and really coming together in the town that I know and I love. So with that, I'm now going to turn the microphone over to our newest elected councilman, Mr. Balca, for any remarks that you may have.
Just want to thank everyone for supporting me, and I want to promise everyone I'm going to do the best I can for everyone in the town, and let's get to work.
I love it. Brevity is fabulous. I'll then turn over to Councilwoman Roberts for any remarks she has.
Well, I do want to thank the people that supported me through the election. And I do have a couple of words to say about some recent appointments and the ceremonial title of council president. It should show leadership and integrity. Unfortunately, before performing any business for the people of Sayreville, Mayor, as you had said, that's who we should be here serving. The current nominee or the current appointee, the first order of business taken upon his swearing in was to try to get himself appointed as council president, if you recall. So he has served himself first and first again this year. I have to comment on the participation of everyone on this council and what they do and how hard they work. And that as a council president, I would anticipate rather better behavior, attending meetings on time, being prepared, working with the public and the constituency, answering the public as a public advocate, respecting other council members. By the way, we all do have a printed copy of the rules of order this time so that we can follow that. I think we went a little astray last year. I agree, there needs to be workability with the entire council. I would like to see the other council members participate more in the community. I have not seen many at a lot of the events for Veterans Day, for Wreaths Across America. There were some obvious absentees, including the current person nominated for borough president. And just the attendance and promptness of being at meetings. I think if you're going to be a borough president, you're going to represent Sayreville, you should be on time and you should attend meetings. I have some meetings that are chronically late on the planning board. I mean, the importance of the planning and zoning board is so important to our community. It should be taken seriously and make sure that we are attending those meetings. I have a number of meetings where the nominee had arrived late. So there are 5 of them late and absent, and regular meetings, another group that was late. And I think the Sayreville community deserves better. We should all be there serving the community, not ourselves. Now, I have 3 more years to serve and proudly serve the people of Sayreville and represent their will. It's easy to see who on the council is a politician and who's a public servant. And I don't want the position. I've been offered it before and I've turned it down. I don't need the title. I just believe the person who is going to step into the council president position should have integrity and some leadership qualities. And I certainly hope we start to see those this year. Thank you.
Well, I make a lot of resolutions each year, and I really wanted to make sure I stuck to the ones that I made just a few days ago. It makes it difficult. Just a few seconds ago, I was talking to you all about the need to work together, to be a team. The tone, I'm sorry, Donna, that we just heard.
Well, I'm sorry.
Those again,
Working together should have certain parameters that are, that people of Sayreville can expect.
I just wanted, I thought you were going to follow the rules of order. I was speaking, but that's okay. I'm going to rise above. I am not going to impugn any of the council members up here. And God knows I could go on and on, but I'm not. I am going to turn around and look to the progress of 2023. I'm going to look to the progress of 2023. Council President Anoa, I was proud to recommend you as council president. I do know, though, that Councilwoman Roberts did desperately want to have that position because she petitioned many people on the council for that support. And that's okay. You should want to serve in the most highest leadership position that you can. But you also, as a leader, shouldn't besmirch those that are serving alongside of you. So I'll now turn over any comments to the council. Council President, if you wish to speak in reference to the new year or any comments, please.
I'm deeply grateful, by the way. To those in the public, hopefully things like this wouldn't be consistent. I know that last year we spent a good amount of time to peel the layers from some side of the politics, from the Democratic Party, and perhaps it seems as though it's looking like layers will be peeled from the Republican side. I don't expect to be speaking towards that on the public platform. My desire is just to continue to help our elected officials achieve their vision for our town and create the best legislation forward in what I believe to be a moderately conservative way. That's been my desire from day one, and I'll continue to work towards that, to the best of my capacity. So I want to thank you again for the privilege and platform to serve and to continue to serve. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman, Council President. Councilwoman Noha. I'm sorry, June 4th, Councilwoman June 4th.
Thank you so much, Mayor. I'd like to wish everyone a happy and glorious new year. It's 2023. And my prayer for everyone is that our mindset will change because some people are stuck in 2022 while others have entered the new year. So with this new council is a new mindset, a new agenda, and everything newness. I look forward to working with everyone. I'm not here because of the party or any other thing. I'm here because I was appointed here by God. That's number one. I will always keep saying that. And I'm here for my conscience. So every vote that I'll make is based off of conscience and based off of information. So thank you so much for another year. And I look forward to a glorious year of working with Sayreville, succeeding in Sayreville, and let's go Sayreville. God bless you all.
Thank you very much for those comments. Councilwoman Novak?
Yes. I've been a councilwoman. This is my 18th year I'm starting. I have won elections. I have lost elections. Winning is better. I have served as council president many times. And I am just going to say, council president is supposed to be there in case the mayor is not. And no offense, I know people don't want to hear anything negative, but the truth of the matter is that the majority of the meetings on both the planning board and the borough were either missed or attended late by Councilman Anoha. And I'm going to pray that if this was a health problem, that he was having a problem getting to meetings, that whatever the problem was, that God will make sure that he is able to be here on time for meetings so that, God forbid, something happen with the mayor, that he will be able to perform his duties. Other than that, I wish everybody a happy new year, and I wish myself a happy 70th birthday. I spend an awful lot of birthdays and anniversaries here.
Happy
Oh.
birthday, Councilman Novak.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Councilman Novak.
thank you, everybody.
You look amazing.
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
You do. You
I'm
do.
really only 50. I say I'm 70, so people will say
You
I
look
look
good.
Thank you. Thanks, Glenn.
And
You know you're fun.
I know you're over there, Councilman Conti. I can just see you. Pass the roses. Comments for the new year.
So I want to welcome Dan Balka. Congratulations, Donna, congratulations. Looking forward to working with you both. Christian, listen, I know you heard some negative feedback. It's on you to prove people wrong, right? And step up and do your and do your best for us and for Sayreville. So, that's what I'm looking for out of you. And as far as the council is concerned, open, honesty, fully transparent. I'm looking for that from everybody here. And I really want them to demonstrate that. Too much stuff goes on, even today, first meeting. That's it. Just be fully transparent, open and honest, and work together. And just let's do right by the people. No drama about us up here. Let's just get stuff accomplished for the town, for our people. And that's it. Let's go out and represent. As Donna mentioned about events that we have, let's all be there. Be there, show our spirit. So often we can count on, 2 people, 3 people at a lot of these things. Let's actually get engaged in our town and the things that go on here. That's really what I'm looking for. I'm there, Donna's there, I know Mary's there. I know you guys are there sporadically. Let's just dedicate more of our time to doing right by Sayreville. That's all I want. I don't want any drama, all this nonsense in the drama. Just want to do the right thing for Sayreville. And if we can do that together, we'll be much better for it. So Happy New Year. Happy birthday.
Thanks.
Okay, on to business. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to move forward with the appointments of the professionals yet again, one by one, or can we run through them all?
No, we did one by one once already.
That's what I wanted to ask, make certain.
All right with everybody?
Is everybody comfortable with going right through the list that we voted on before? All right, here we go. We're going to start off with our borough attorney. Well, we have to make it public, though. We have to make it official action for now. So I am very excited to turn around and nominate before you all today, Sean Keane and his company. Did I say it right? I went to Keane. That's so I had to make sure I said it right, my alma mater. For the 1-year term, we will be appointing the Cleary Jacoby. Help me out because I said it wrong the last time. Alfieri. Oh, I wasn't off then. That was okay. Alfieri Jacobs LLC. And I am looking forward to being able to communicate, work with you, and know that this year, the first call that my borough attorney is going to be taking is going to be in reference to matters of Sayreville and not from political parties and chairs. So I am looking forward to this new start. This was a big, big decision that we made. With that, I'm also going to move forward with the borough engineer for 1 year, which is CME. Labor Council for 1 year. They're out of order on my paper, so give me a second so that way I can find where it is. I'm working off of Rothstein. Is that? Yes, Rothstein, Mandel, Stromholm, and Cipriani. Borough auditor for the year is, you have them all listed in front of you in order because, say it again. There we go. Hold on, let me find my place on here. There it is. Suppley Clooney Company. Bonds counsel for 1 year is our McCarter and English. We are staying with financial advisor for 1 year is going to be Phoenix Advisors LLC. Accounting services for the year is going to be, hold on, that is PFK. Thank you, PKF. There we go.
I'm dyslexic.
You have yours in front of you? What? Can I steal it for a second? Because I'm working off of this one. It's out of order than what that one is. So that is PKF. Municipal prosecutor, we had a motion that we are going to be going out for RFP in reference to that. Public defender, we are going to be doing the same. Presiding judge is Judge Weber. Special counsel tax matters is Rothstein, Mandel, Strom, Palm, and Cipriani. Special counsel ABC matters is Savos Schalk. Special counsel rent leveling matters is James Nolan. Special counsel other matters have now officially been eliminated with the motions that we made. The litigation counsel is going to be, where are we? Both again, yes, King, Mochin, and Collins. Municipal planner is Hire and Gruel Associates. The special counsel COA matters to Ceridian, Edwards, and Nolan LLC, I believe, is that correct? Appointing special counsel for water matters, we have eliminated with the actions that we took in the last meeting. Architect for 1 year, we also made motion that we would turn around and do this as in essence, I believe it was a hold until we spoke with our directors, and then we would be eliminating that need moving forward. And if needed, other than that, we would work with CME. Public agency compliance officer is going to be Danielle Mayorani. Close enough. That's the one. Council president nomination for 2023 is Council President Anoha. And the standing committees for the year, you want me to separate those out? Okay, let's, there you go.
Does she have, because on this paper, it still mentions the occupational health and safety.
Oh, I did motion to them. That is correct. It wasn't listed on there. Occupational health and safety is Hackensack Meridian.
Make a motion that the mayor's appointment.
Unfair and open for that vote. Okay, so do we have a motion to accept the professionals as
Make a
appointed?
motion that the mayor's appointments are approved. by Roll call vote.
Roll call, please.
Councilpersons Novak,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
Yes.
Anoha, Roberts.
Okay, with that, I'll move forward with the standing committees if you don't mind, unless you would like to do so, Council President, for me, because that is your role. Thank you very much. So can I also have, we have to do another separate. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, my nomination for Council President is Councilman Anoha. I'll need a motion and a second for that yet again.
I
Motion.
do, because it was your appointment. We don't need a motion.
To take official action. Is that correct,
Yeah,
council?
yeah.
Yes, we'll continue, we'll memorialize that through official action today. That would be my appointment. I will need a motion and a second.
Make a motion to appoint Councilman Onoha as Council President of the year 2023.
Is there a second for that appointment? Roll call, please.
June 4,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
No.
Novak,
No.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts. Mayor 3-3.
I'll be breaking that tie, Councilman Anoha.
Not breaking the tie.
I'll be making the appointment. Council President, congratulations, and I know that you will serve the town well in your capacity. With that, are you going to be moving the standing committees?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to nominate the standing committees for year 2023. And starting with administrative and finance. First chair, Councilman Balca. Second chair, Councilman Anoha. Third chair, Councilwoman Novak. For planning and zoning, my nomination is Councilman Anoha, first chair. Councilwoman Roberts, second chair. Councilman Conti, third chair. For public safety, I'm nominate Councilwoman June 4 as first chair. liaison, Councilman Conti, second chair, Councilman Nahab, third chair. Public Works would like to support Councilman Conti, first chair for Public Works, Councilman Balca, second chair for Public Works, and Councilwoman Junfor, third chair for Public Works. Recreation, would like to nominate Councilwoman Novak as first chair, Councilwoman Junfor as second chair, Councilwoman Roberts as third chair. And for Water and Sewer, Councilwoman Roberts is first chair, Councilwoman Novak as second chair, and Councilman Balca as third liaison.
Okay, so is there a motion to accept the standing committees as listed by the council president?
I make a motion to accept the standing committee appointed by Council President Nova.
Is there a second?
Councilpersons Junfor,
Yes.
Balca. Conti,
Oh, I said no earlier. I'll just say no again.
Novak,
I'm going to say no to.
Noha,
Yes.
Roberts,
No.
3-3.
I will be supporting those and voting yes for the standing committees as listed by the council president. Okay, when it comes to appointments to boards and commissions, I would like to make one appointment. I have a vacancy on the planning board, and I would like to appoint Dan Balca to that position. Not Dan Balca, Dan Buchanan, sorry. Daniel Buchanan to that vacant position to serve in that capacity. So that was on our vacancy.
Class 4 member.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That's my appointment.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, I do believe that the Sarah officials from the council,
No.
does their term expire
No, no,
in
no, July.
January?
No, July.
July? Okay. Okay. So the appointments to, unless somebody vacates the seat as a result of an election?
Yeah, somebody lost the election, then you'd appoint the council, not the mayor would appoint that person for the
Okay.
remainder of the year.
Okay.
Just till July.
So with that, I'm going to move through to our OEM appointments as recommended by our Chief Plumacher.
Bardsley.
Yes, something. By not appointing these other two people, and we still have one more vacancy.
Which-
Will we have a quorum for a planning board meeting?
Yes, we will. I went through that with the deputy clerk. Yes, we do.
Everybody's hands.
Mhm.
Everybody still have to answer.
Well, now you also have Mr. Buchanan, so actually that gives us one over.
Well, no, we still, there's two vacancies, and there's two people that are up for reappointment, and you didn't reappoint them. So
There's
that's,
6.
so there was still three, wait, yeah.
Anthony Spasato needs to be reappointed.
Yes.
So Anthony Spasato, I can do this this evening if you wish, but Anthony Spasato will be reappointed as the Class 2 and also serving on the Environmental Commission. So I'd be appointing him to that Environmental Commission as well. And the others I will hold on. So now we have a quorum. So,
Yeah, he doesn't need to be appointed
Mhm.
as to the environmental, though.
well, he needs to serve on that committee.
Well, he
in order
already
to serve
does.
it. I know.
His term-
I
okay.
just want to make it clear
Okay.
because in the Class 2 capacity, he has to have that
Yes.
stipulation as well.
His term is not up on.
Right, just in case. You never know. It's 2023, but I'm feeling some, rumblings and flashbacks to 2022. So keep your seatbelt on. Council. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to move forward to the OEM appointments. Let's see. Okay, two deputies. Are they all listed on here? Yeah, the top at the 3-year, the chair.
Yeah, Bardsley was appointed, Plumacher was already appointed.
Okay, so then we would need to move forward with exactly what's listed in here. Okay, just checking. Alert warning communications, we are going to be appointing, we have 2 to appoint for that. Oh, Lord, I'm terrible. Brian Braille is not who's listed on here, though.
Yes, he is.
Well, not on that list.
You have an old- you must have an old-
One more page.
term position.
Oh, okay. So I was right with what I was saying before. I just skipped that. Deputy Emergency Manager Coordinator, I'm just going to say it for the record here. Okay, so we have Daniel Plumacher, Deputy Emergency Management Coordinator Brian Braille, Deputy Emergency Management Coordinator Vincent Buffalino. Okay, do we need to turn around and take action on those right now or no? You need, I'm just asking. I want to know. Last time we went through single one by one. I'm going to run through the entire list then before we make any motions. The 1-year alert warning communications, here we go. Anthony
Lino.
Magliocco and Vincent Buffalino. Oh,
No.
Right to work off this.
okay, all right. 1 year auxiliary police, Keelan McGee. 1 year damage assessment, Joe Cupch Jr. 1 year emergency operations center, Kathy Moskal. Thank you. Emergency medical services coordinator, Dexter Thomas and Don Riley. Dexter, I saw you over there, right? There you go. Happy New Year. Evacuation, Brian Braille. Shelter reception, Jennifer Bell. Social services, Jennifer Bell. Fire, Tony Jakowski and Jim Kenny. Environmental, Michael Pascone. Hazmat, Dan Plumach. Oh, hold on. Hazmat, Tony Jakowski and Jim Kenny. Did I miss anybody? Environmental, Michael Pascone. I did, right? So now we're moving down to law enforcement. Yeah, that's why. Law enforcement, Dan Plumacher. Radiological protection, David Wilkins. Refugee evacuation, Brian Braille. Terrorism, Dave Erla. Public information, James Novak. Public health, Middlesex County Department of Health. Public Works, George Gavin and Phil Quigley. Resource management, business administrator. Congratulations. You're just business administrator now, huh?
That's
You don't
okay.
even give your name.
You're
anymore.
the only one that just gives the title here, I think.
I'm writing your name. as well.
Glenn Skarzinski. Water sewer management, Dave Leitner. Board of Education Annex Manager is Jeff Sprague. Animal Disaster Response Annex Manager, Walter and Wendy. That's the one. Okay, here we go. I think that takes care of that page. Local Emergency Planning Committee. Chris Barsley, that's a 3-year term, right? We're going up at something, okay. Secretary Kathy Moswell, you need that on there, I'm assuming. If it's listed, I'm saying it. There you go. Is this duplication?
No.
No, a little bit. Okay, I'm reading it as it states. Alert warning communications, Vincent Buffalino. Saraville Police Department, Daniel Plumacher. Saraville Fire Department, Tony Jakowski and Jim Kenny. EMS Coordinator of the Saraville Squad, Dexter Thomas. EMS Coordinator of the Morgan Squad, Don Riley. Environmental, Michael Pascone. Evacuation, Brian Burrell. Saraville Board of Education, Jeff Sprague. Oh, Public Works, George Gavin and Phil Quigley. Saraville Auxiliary Police,
Kellen,
thank you, McGee. Shelter, Jennifer Bell.
I make a motion that the mayor's appointments be approved on roll call vote.
Roll call, please.
Novak.
Yes.
Yes.
Conti.
Yes.
June 4.
Yes.
I think so.
And Noah.
Yes.
Robert. Yes.
When it comes to the reps for businesses, industries, and organizations, they don't need to be read out loud, correct? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Mhm. So we are still moving forward. We're on number 13, ladies and gentlemen, of our agenda. At this time, we'll have a public, we need the approval of the consent agenda resolution. We need to open to the public first before we can do so. Anybody from the public have comments regarding today's business? Jim Robinson, the hand is up. Did you mean to do it this time?
Thank you, Mayor. Yeah, 2 things. First is to wish Mary a very sincere happy birthday.
Thank you,
And-
Jim.
And the second is to remind the governing body that the Class 3 member of the planning board is a member of the governing body to be appointed by it. So the council has to take action on that. That's not a mayoral appointment.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
And congratulations, everyone. Very good meeting.
So as liaison to the planning board, yeah,
I'll
go
make a
ahead.
motion to appoint Mr.
Anoha.
Anoha to the planning as a representative from the council.
Second.
Second,
Roll call, please.
Councilpersons Novak,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
Okay, young man, yes. Hello, hello, former Assemblyman.
John
Chief.
Wisniewski, 27 Fritz Drive.
I've
Centerville,
heard of
New
you.
Jersey. First of all, Happy New Year, everyone.
New Year.
Happy New
Happy
Year.
birthday,
Thank you, John.
Councilwoman. And congratulations, Councilman Roberts and Councilman Balca, on your election and swearing in. And congratulations to my colleague from the New Jersey Legislature on his appointment as Borough Attorney. There are two things I wanted to say in addition to happy birthday and Happy New Year, is that this swearing in, this reorganization meeting, although it's not on the exact same date because they used to be done on January 1st, but this would mark the 50th anniversary of my father being sworn into his first term on the Borough Council. And if you can find the pictures of me holding the Bible, you'll have a very good laugh. But it's fascinating how time goes by, and I've been here on a number of occasions throughout 5 decades, and it's hard to believe it's gone that long. But the other thing that I wanted to say is about the differences. There are people who are from different political parties, different faiths, different backgrounds, different ideologies, different philosophies of government. But the one thing that I can share with this governing body and those who are watching from home is that those differences are what make all of you stronger collectively as a body. If everybody believed the same thing, if everybody had the same point of view, if everybody sang from the same songbook, then there would be no opportunity to have the robust debate
need
uh,
that
6 of us.
democracy requires. And that's something that Assemblyman Kane and I have learned long ago in the halls of Trenton. While there are very strong opinions, and Sean and I perhaps didn't always agree on things, there is always the desire at the end of the day to come to a consensus for the public good. And for this slice of New Jersey that is my home, the borough of Sayreville, the 50,000 or so people who reside here, all eyes are on you to make the right decisions, to work together, even if you disagree. And my wish for the new year is that for the sake of the people of Sayreville, that is something that carries forward until the next reorganization meeting. To everybody, Happy New Year and God bless.
Happy New Year, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much for those words. We'll let it go. We'll let it go. That, he gets a pass after 50 years. I still say young man, though. I don't believe it. Anybody else have comments regarding consent agenda resolutions at this time? Okay, seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to close the public portion.
Move the public portion be closed and the consent agenda resolutions be approved on roll call vote.
Second,
Okay, roll call, please.
Councilpersons Novak,
Yes.
Balca,
Yes.
Conti,
Yes.
June 4,
yes.
Anoha,
Yes.
Roberts.
All except for 2023-8.
Okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I get to open to the public portion for any and all comments unrelated to the resolution. Okay, seeing none at this, oh, I'm sorry, Ken, your hand's usually up a little higher. Any items, any items? Happy New Year, Ken.
Yeah, I'm a pass.
Ken Olszewski, 108 North Edward Street. Happy New Year to everyone and happy birthday to you, Mary.
Thanks.
Known each other for a long time.
Long time.
Assemblyman Wisniewski made most of the comments that I would make regarding that. But,
Still your thunder, Ken.
some time ago, there was a hit record by Patti LaBelle, the great Patti LaBelle, and Michael McDonald called On My Own. And you can all sit back because I'm not going to try to sing it.
Come on.
But,
I'm the only one that would know it. Jim.
The line I'm interested in from that record is, no one said it was easy. Now, that was a relationship song, of course, but it can apply to anything. It can apply to what we had here tonight. It applies to you sitting there on the governing body. As a matter of fact, it applies to me standing here at this microphone. And it applies to our land use boards, which really I want to talk just a little bit about. Sarah, the planning board, the Board of Adjustment. And I'm not here to criticize those boards or the members. It's a difficult job. Getting members is not easy. I've probably solicited over the years I've been involved, 30, 40 people. And that's really what you need to do. You know, like the salesman called to me one time, a trucking salesman, and I said, how do you find business? And he said, that's it, I go out and find it. And that's really what we need to do to our board people. Most people, I know we got something online to fill out and up. Most people aren't going to do it. Most people think, well, I'm not qualified. And most people don't understand. All we're looking for on these boards are people that are good citizens with common sense. And you know why we only need that on the boards? Because we hire professionals who have the expertise and they should be guiding us, et cetera. And I can tell you, I'm not going to get into specifics, but as a citizen, I'm a little bit disappointed in some of the professionals and what's happened on these boards. And I know they're being paid by the board, and they're not going to sit here and get into controversy with somebody, but to take them on the side and say, wait, that's, you know, maybe that's not really a good idea. Maybe you should think about that a little more. Maybe something else could be done. And I'm not going to reiterate all the issues we've had in the past year or two, but the one that I want to talk about just a little bit is the Hercules redevelopment. Because I've talked before, other people have. I think one of the problems is the people who are going to be most affected in Laurel Park, Kramer Drive, et cetera. I don't think they have any idea how they're going to be affected. Yeah, they're upset about the trees being cut down, and so am I. But I don't think they have any understanding of when that gets in operation. They testified before the planning board to 60 trucks an hour. And when you get them on Cheesequake Road, and then get them the hell out of Cheesequake Road onto Bordentown Avenue, I don't know if anybody drives these streets, but I certainly do. And they're pretty busy roads to start with right now. And getting the trucks out of there and onto their destination, ultimately where they want to get to, probably the Jersey Turnpike, 287, and the highways, is going to be one difficult job. If you read the newspapers, you can see how many municipalities are fighting mega warehouses. And maybe it's not necessarily all municipalities, but people in municipalities. There's just a couple of them. Sparta, way up, where they probably have a lot more land than we do. Harrison and Gloucester County, West Windsor, Franklin, and right here in Somerset County, South Edison, Howell, where they fought it. And I think the planning board turned it down. It went to court by the developer, and I think the court ruled in favor of the planning board on it. Our attorney, is that part of your District 30?
It is, but I know exactly what you're talking about, and I think you're right. I think the court did rule with the planning board on that.
Okay, yeah, well, I wanted to make the point. These are not popular things around because people know. They know the traffic. They're worried about the pollution. They're worried about quality of life. And I've heard comments from some of our professionals. Well, you know, we had Hercules there and we had DuPont. And that's true, they were. But that was a different era. It was a different day. The population of Sayreville in 1950 was 10,000. In 1960 was 22,000. That's a different deal. And in 1950, the population of Old Bridge, which was then called Madison Township, was 7,500 people. So don't try to compare what happened. And I can't exactly tell you the heyday of the DuPont and Hercules, but it's a long time ago. It was in that era, probably that was coming to a close in the 60s, I believe, and whatnot. Just some of the things that happened in the 60s, Washington Road and Ernston Road, there wasn't, in the early 60s, there wasn't a traffic light. There was a stop sign there.
There wasn't even a stop sign.
Yeah, and so to try and, you know, tell us that, well, this is going to be okay because you had a lot of cars there from Hercules and Duba. That's true. You definitely did. But it was a different era. And of course, they did a lot of their business in those days by rail. So I just wanted to point out tonight that this is going to be an ongoing thing. I want you to get the point. I'm not going to take a lot of your time to talk about it, but I think we've got to work with the people on these boards. We've got to train them. I don't know if they still have on the planning board, do they have to take classes?
Yes.
Okay, and I don't know if that applies to the Board of Adjustment. Does it apply to Sarah? But,
No, just the planning board.
as I say, I'm not so sure how much.
You have a year to get your classes.
Okay, yeah, well, that's pretty standard. But I think we need to work with the leadership on these boards. A lot of people are intimidated. You know, people sit there and many people don't want to raise. They say, wait a minute, I don't agree with that. So they go along with the crowd. But I think that's got to be worked on. I think you, as a governing body, have got to work on that. I know we're talking autonomous sports, et cetera, but you do have ways to get through to these people and call them in individually at the leadership or whatnot, and try to get them working for all the residents of Saraville, because we got a tough road ahead of us on this. Again, Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ken. Happy New Year. I was looking forward to a little singing, though, I have to say. Anybody else from the public have anything for the good of the cause? I see none online, and without anybody else coming up, do we want to entertain a motion to close the public portion? Can I have a motion to close the public portion, please? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Mary, did you want to add something?
This motion to adjourn.
Okay, I was just waiting. We have one thing. We have our closing. He did.
Oh,
Did make
benediction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, once again, I do think that it is fitting. We open in prayer. We will close in prayer because we need a lot of love right now. Reverend Steele, for your closing remarks, please.
As I mentioned in Sunday's ceremonial meeting, I wanted to thank everybody at this table for serving this community as ministers of God's providence to serve your neighbor. That being said, may the Lord bless and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you.
Amen.
May the Lord grant to you, to the borough of Sayreville, the state of New Jersey, and this great nation, the crown of peace. Amen.
Amen. Thank you.
Okay. with
Motion to
that-
adjourn.
Ladies and gentlemen, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in all in favor?
Aye.
Go in peace. Happy 2023. See you in a couple of weeks.